For us, we want to have a better exchange of value with the consumer. So I think one of the things I've been talking to Linda about before, and we've talked with a number of the more traditional players in this, is even the VOD experience, where if you said to a person, you can either pay $1 and have no commercials, or you can pay 50 cents and watch 2 commercials, or you have to watch a full commercial load, and it's free to watch video on demand, and allowing that to have that more digital, whatever we want to call it, fast forwardability, and having a value exchange with consumers that realizes the need for commercials and providing them a value to that content. And I think it's one of the things we're kind of missing. I think that for a very long time in this business, the reason that commercials weren't an issue is because the consumer realized they needed to watch those in order to get the content they wanted. I think now with so many different options on getting that content without a commercial viewing experience is where it's challenging. So I think what I'm excited about is from Joe, who's on stage right now talking, is what are some of those value exchanges so that the consumer realizes the value of advertising. I think that's one of the things we're missing right now.
And what about ad load and ad choice?
I think those are all things that have to be considered. I think that I think that we have a need to. You certainly would help to reduce ads. I think the other side of that would be our clients are not going to pay a 100% premium to cut the ads in half, because it doesn't feel like it's quite their responsibility. So I think it's going to be a mixture of those things, and I think it's a mixture of how you look at the value of that impression. And I think that there's more and more quality, and we talked about the power of television, what do you call it? Quality content. If it doesn't have commercials in it, consumers are going to go that way. So we need to look at, especially from a production standpoint, what are we producing, what type of ads are we putting against it, and what is that value exchange with the consumer? I've been surprised, this is about, probably coming here for 10 years. In the last 3 years I've come, and before that I probably came every 3 or 4 years. And the amount of U.S. clients here has been certainly a large surprise, and really I guess it's their engagement and the types of clients. You would expect the digital and tech clients, but it's really across all of our categories. And I think they're looking at this as a place to kind of stop, pause, and think about what they're looking at from an innovation standpoint. This is for CPGs, this is for any of those clients. And I think what we've seen, I think we've spent the last 2 days, I spent a lot of time with both Twitter and Snapchat, who have both taken their challenges from a press standpoint, and they're impressive. And I think that what we've seen from a client standpoint has been really strong. I think both those partners really have thought about what they're trying to do from a commercial standpoint. I think when those platforms struggled, or are struggling in some respects, they did not think about the advertiser. And I think as of what I've seen the last few days, gives me at least a more positive view on putting the advertiser first and having the right ad experience for our clients.